I'm Dario Reicherl. I work for FRITZ HANSEN as a CEO for Asia.
ここに中国赤間が関よ関は宣言なら
はい。
皆さんよろしくお願いします。
Nice to see you again.
今日初めて本島に来ていただいて、まずはそのフリッツハンセン島の印象をちょっとお伺いできたらと思います。
It's like being on meditation for 5 hours that we've been here. You feel so calm, so relaxed, and it's a blend of like past and present. You know, if I look at Fritz Hansen, it's the same thing, it's past and present. And if I look at this island, there's a lot of past, but also you can see that how it can look so cool, so different, you know, with something like, with an event like this. So say that I like it will be too little. I really, really love it. I think it's one of the coolest things and deepest things that I've seen with Fritz Hansen in the past 10 years. Yeah.
最初インスピレーションをお伺いしたんですけど、何箇所かある中で一番印象に残っているところは今何かありますか？
Which one is my favorite? Yeah. Everyone, everything. It's difficult to say. I tell you, I love nature. So seeing Fritz Hansen chairs in a piece of trunk of tree outside next to the beach, I mean that's like perfection, right? But I do also love history, old places like this place, like this Anne, and seeing like PK, like that PK to get in this environment is just like it makes the whole experience complete because you walk outside, you have nature, you have the smell, the scent of the ocean, and also the smell of the wood of the old houses. You have silent. I have to talk very, very softly because I feel like you are disturbing because this place represent peace and calm. And then you come here and you have like design furniture. It's like paradise. Yeah. I cannot tell you which one is my favorite. So each single one has a different type of energy that you feel, and they're all important. Yeah.
デンマークと日本ってすごい離れてるし、文化的なつながりも土地までなかったけど、だけどこんなにコンビネーションがすごく良くなるっていうことに関してどういうマッチするということに関してどういう説明ですか？
I believe if we take, for example, the PK0, the color match, of course, because it's very similar also to the wood that they use in the house. But the shape of the PK0, it has something very similar to some Japanese pottery. You know, the shape of the vase and some traditional pottery. The curve that is a little bit extreme and play from a large to a very, very tight, very small curve. I think that is something that you cannot really explain why it feels this could be a Japanese chair in a way, yeah? Instead of a Danish chair. And it's not just a PK0. There are several examples that you can bring of Japanese design and Danish design being very, very similar, very correlated. Yeah. If I look at the PK0, right, it has something to do with also some architecture that is related to, I guess, to temple. You see sometimes the architecture with the door to enter to the temple or to sacred space. So he had that, the chair had that type of aesthetic. So again, it's difficult to say an example because it wasn't inspired to Japan when he did the PK0. It was actually quite young when he did the PK0. But it just happened that Danish and Japanese see things in a very similar way. They have a sense of aesthetic that is very similar. Yeah.
じゃあ、あと今回の なんかフリッツ・ハンセン島の取り組みを通じてなんかこう何かこう可能性を感じた、ダリオとしてこう感じたところがもしあればそこをちょっと聞きたいなと思います。
Well, once you do something like this, it's a challenge to find a challenge, because you already bring to a level that is really high here. So I think our collaboration we need to think together, and we should continue on the path of supporting community, local community. Like, I love the idea that we are helping here island with a lot of people living, and we want the people to come back and repopulate this place and maybe have school, more children and so on. So we can do very little, but we are doing something beautiful, I think. So the next challenge is, it's exciting, because if you start from this level, we have to go very, very high-end in terms of idea. We cannot be simple or boring. We have to be very, very creative. So maybe a FRITZ HANSEN, we did the island, we did the An, then we did the FRITZ HANSEN Island, Jima. Next one, as we say, maybe we do FRITZ HANSEN Mountain.
5,000 chairs.
5,000 chairs here. So it's 5,000 chairs in the mountain. Yeah, it's really, like, you ask me like this, it's like really difficult to, because after you have done the island, it could be a FRITZ HANSEN school. We could create a class to teach children and teenagers, young people, about furniture making, how to make, how to polish, how to lacquer, or how to repair. That would be cool. Yeah. Not just talking about it, maybe a FRITZ HANSEN university, something like a furniture class, yeah, like a carpenter school, something like that, yeah. That could be cool, yeah.
The first time you heard about FRITZ HANSEN
Yeah.
3 years ago,
Yeah.
what did you get the impression of the idea?
When I heard about the FRITZ HANSEN Han, it's something similar. I thought it's something similar to what I did before in other places. It's called the House of FRITZ HANSEN. That is contemporary house, or usually house from the 50s or 60s, like we have it in Bangkok, or a new house in Jakarta. But then when I saw the photo, I have goosebump, basically. You know what is goosebump? When your hair goes up. Like when you see something so beautiful that it touch really emotionally inside. So that was, and I remember very well see the picture from the egg chair outside and this little road here. It was like, I think this is just perfect. You cannot do nothing better than this. You know, it's completely the perfect blend. It's a little bit like sushi, yeah? The perfect match of the right rice at the right temperature with the right cut of fish. It's like simplicity at its best means perfection. Yeah. Thank you. This is the best interview I've ever done with this. Like, so professional.